Well, hello, coffee time friends. How y'all doing? It's coffee time. It's supper time. It's ready to eat time. We're gonna get this meal started. Mama's got the Easy Bake cranked up, preheating it, and we're gonna throw together a quick chicken casserole. You know, I told you Mama was going to boil some chicken today. She did those 2 thighs and the quarters, and she did some chicken tenders.
Six
so we're
chicken tenders, big chunky.
6 big chunky chicken tenders. Now I've been already working. So here are the onions. This, I'm going to read to you the recipe. This is a 1/2 cup of, well, let me see if I can get it set up. 1/2 cup of white onions. And this was just a 1/2 of a good large onion. Is what this is. So it's gonna be our 1/2 cup right there. Now, next is a 1/2 cup of celery, and it says 8 ounces of broccoli. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crowns off this broccoli, and we're going to put it in a bowl and microwave the broccoli. And then after we microwave it, it's been washed. I'm going to get out approximately 8 ounces. Because I can use the broccoli. I don't know if that's a little bit more than, but I can sure use broccoli through the week. But I want to go ahead and cook it. Because if I don't cook it, before long, it's turned yellow and got those little bloom things on top. And I just don't like it then. I got something about a week ago for y'all to fix something one night, and something happened. We delayed on it, and before I know it, it was gone, wasn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
I fussed a little bit about that, didn't I?
It didn't look good.
I said, Mama, look here, I let this broccoli go bad. She said, well, it ain't no big deal. It'll be all right. She's trying to make me feel good. I know she was. I said, no, Mama, I should not have done that. I should have went ahead and cooked it. Well, you'll know better next time, she said. Mama always tries to make me feel better. No matter how stupid I do, Mama will come to my rescue and say, it'll be all right. Don't you, Mama?
I try to.
But ain't that something you sometimes just want to hear your mama, your spouse, your friend, your neighbor, somebody tell you it's going to be okay? Sometimes, like children, you know, children just need to hear somebody they respect and love to tell them sometimes it'll be okay. I got you on this one. That's a blessing. If you have somebody to tell you that every once in a while, be blessed. All right, this is just going to go in this. Oh, look at that. Now that right there don't look too happy or healthy. He's got some bloom
I told
issues.
you this middle part had some.
Yeah, there it was, Mama. He had some bloom issues. Y'all may have a secret way of doing this faster. I just like to put it in here. I'm not going to use this whole head because this is chicken casserole, not broccoli casserole.
There's a piece that's rolled.
This ain't carrot slaw, is it, Mama?
Here's a piece that's rolled to the side over here.
Mama always makes fun of my coleslaw and tells me that I'm making carrot slaw. Are you trying to make carrot slaw? So I've cut way back on it.
That's a lot of broccoli.
It is. It really is. And that's the reason I said we're going to cook it separate. You don't even have to cook it in your casserole. You can just put it in there raw. I could just pick me out 8 ounces of it, put it in here. You want me to do that?
No, that's all right.
It'll be better blanched just a little bit. Now we could put that in the stack cooker. Stack cooker's on sale, by the way. Some of y'all told me to tell you when it was. It's that blue stack cooker we use. Mama's going to cook in it right now, I believe. Just to show y'all. I think it's a part of it. I don't think it's on sale if it's a part of a host thing. But it is a part of the book tonight. All right. Mama, show them how you're going to do it because it's very simple.
Pouring it in here out of that one bowl. And this is the one with the holes in it so I can steam it.
Put water. You want to put
And
a
I
salt?
put water in this one, the deep one. And this is the lid. I'll show y'all. Put it
Okay.
all on top.
She ran off on y'all. So let's read. I'm going to read the entire recipe to you, okay? And then you can listen to it and then you'll know as I'm going.
I'm going
Mama.
to stack this, just showing. I'm just going to that and then there it is on top.
And there you have it.
That's all it is.
Perfect. I'd rather use that as the bowl because if you just put the bowl in there, you don't get the same circulation, so it don't do as well. So it's going to be a half a cup of celery, 8 ounces of broccoli, a half a cup of white onion. So we've got all that working right now. A cup of chicken broth, which Mama had from this chicken she just cooked today, fat and all that goodness together. A can of chicken noodles, cream of chicken soup. Y'all know it's always a can of cream of something in it. So it's a can of cream of chicken soup. So we'll put our can of cream in here. And let's see how good I did. I hear it in there. About half of it come out, and the rest of it just sitting there looking at me. Every bit of it just sitting there looking at me. I know you're supposed to put a hole in the bottom, but I can't ever get that hole in the bottom.
Here, you can mix it out.
Yes, man, that's wonderful. Mama's gonna let me rinse it out with a cup of the broth, and it's still warm.
You don't want to save these, do you, for nothing?
No. If it's gonna make a soup or something before long, I would. I'm just gonna put that hot broth in there and let it just sit in there a minute.
Uh-oh. I had to bump them.
I know, you're trying to clean. Mama will clean you right out. This is a can of cream of mushroom, just like the cream of chicken, just a different brand. I've never seen it do that before.
Oh.
This brand is very liquidy.
That's Sage.
This is Save What?
No, that's
It
one
smells
lady
good.
can.
It smells good.
That's cream of mushroom. I thought I got something else.
No, but it's always clumpy. So there
This
is
brand
our
wasn't. I tried it before.
there is our cream of creamas in there and our broth. So we're well on our way. And now we're going to do the celery. This will take you about 2 ribs of celery. So in case you're wondering, what are we looking at on celery? Got 2 ribs. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a shortcut here and do a couple of these at one time. You're going to have to chop them out, so might as well get them all chopped up together. In case you're wondering, I don't string my celery. I know, some of y'all think it's just off. Some of y'all's mamas convinced you had to, and that's great. And if your mama told you you had to, then guess what? You do have to. If mama said you had to, then you're under contract, as they say. You've got to string that celery. My mama didn't tell me that. My granny didn't either. So I don't have to. I'm under a different contract. Truth's true. I wouldn't sit in tongue for nothing. Now there, I'm ready to go. Some people will tell me, I know tonight, some of you will write and say, John, you have to string that celery. Nobody wants celery strings. I can't believe you didn't do that. Well, mine turns out fine every time. I never have strings and nobody ever complains. So, that's under my contract. But now, if your mama told you you had to, you better get to stringing. I would not do it.
You're cutting it so little that there won't be no strings.
No. The only time we string it, I say this every time, is if we're serving it as a stuffed celery. Then we take time to string it, because when you bite into it, you will find strings.
Celery sticks of any kind.
Celery sticks of any kind. That's not a string, that's a piece of celery. So now the recipe says a half a cup. Now folks, there it is, and you can't see any strings. You can't see any spanners either because I just lost that one in the batter. Is that bad luck?
nasty look.
There you go, Mama. Hey. Yeah. Shoot,
That
nasty.
thing ain't wet.
It's nasty. Mama says you're nasty. But it's going to cook hot. Any nasty that was on that spoon handle, it's going to be gone. Let's review. Our recipe. A half a cup of celery's gone in there. The broccoli's on the way. A half a cup of white onions gone in there. A half a cup of broth has gone in there. A can of cream of chicken soup. A can of mushroom soup is gone in there. Cream of mushroom soup. A half a cup of mayo is what we're looking
See
for.
if that's a half a cup. Not, I'm gonna have to go get some more.
This is not quite enough.
Not quite enough.
Not quite enough, Mama. Maybe it would be just borderline. So this is just your favorite mayonnaise. Your favorite. Put it in there. This may have been enough, but I'm going to put a little bit more. It's mine. I can do it if I want to. It's yours. You can do it if you want to. That's the rules of the kitchen, folks. That's the rules. Do what you want. Thank you, California guys. They take care of Mama. And me. That's sweet. Thank you, Mama. I'm going to put this a little bit more. Because I want a healthy half a cup. Because this is the good part. This is the cream of the casserole. This is what makes it so delicious. Well, I stuck my finger in that because I thought it was so level and so smooth. I thought there was a plastic something on top of that. True story. It was just so perfect. I thought, well, there's a piece of plastic on that. Going to put another couple of tablespoons out of this one. Now, let's read on. Salt and pepper to taste, and you all's southern secret.
Here you go for your broccoli. I'm gonna take the lid off. Let me check and see if it needs a few more minutes.
Now look at that, folks. That's absolutely perfect. Look how beautiful that is. It's prettier coming out than it was going in. Beautiful broccoli.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit.
Of the broccoli.
Yeah, see if it's soft enough, tender enough. I can put it in there a minute, two more.
I think it's fine because it's got to bake. So this says to taste on the salt, pepper, and the southern secret. So I'm going to just cover the top of my contents. That's how I determine to taste. Anytime it says to taste, I just cover the top. I figure if I get the top tasting good, it'll go on down in there and taste everything else good. All right, cover the top.
I put salt and pepper in the
Chicken, yeah, I didn't put much.
And butter.
All right, let's read on. Bake it for 20 minutes and put townhouse crackers in butter, a stick of butter, and cover with cheddar cheese at the end too. Top with cheddar cheese. Okay, so we'll top it into it. Frank's hot sauce to taste.
You want a whole stick or half a stick?
We can get by with a half, Mama. This is Frank's hot sauce, and it says to taste, but you all put what you think. It's going to add flavor. It don't add heat. Mama don't like the heat. You add more if you want more heat. Pepper powder. You add more if you want more heat. Now just stir this up real good. Make sure that mayonnaise is all incorporated.
You are going to soak the crackers in this, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm doing it right then.
Yeah, the topping. You know how we do on all our
That's what I was thinking.
casseroles.
I was going to melt it in this bigger cup.
Yeah. Mama, you got it going on tonight. Now, I like to put my chicken in here. In fact, I like to put everything in there, pour it in, and it be done. On that broccoli is, I could eat it just like it is. It's perfect. I could eat that broccoli, not with any sauce or anything. I love it as is. So these are those chicken tenders that Mama made us. Do you want one of these left out for you for lunch?
Not if you're going to put it in that, no.
You can eat the casserole tomorrow for lunch.
It's that fat.
Yeah, there's some pieces of fat in there. When I just pulled the chicken out, and a piece or two of fat. Wasn't trying to avoid it because I knew there was a little in there, but I wasn't going to use it, so it was fine. Mama's broth. You seen how golden it was? That was from fat from those 2 quarters.
4 quarters.
Four.
You saved the fat from the other 2.
Oh, that's right. Mama, you're right. We'd saved the fat off the other 2, and plus the 2 that we didn't cook. So it was the fat off 4 quarters. That's about a whole chicken. 4 quarters to make a whole chicken. So it's like cooking a big old hen. And that's what you want. You want that good richness. And look how much those 4, because there's another tender there, 4 tenders made up. And in they go. Just like this. Now, something I do is put a little cheddar cheese in here, and we top it with cheddar cheese as well. So stick you a cup of cheddar cheese right in there with that. I'm gonna add that on the recipe because I'll forget that someday, won't I? Now stir all that up, folks. You've got yourself a delicious, easy chicken casserole, guaranteed to please. The only way this wouldn't please your family or someone is if they just didn't like chicken or anything I put in it, but it's absolutely delicious. And it's easy to make. It's a Thursday night meal. It's a Tuesday night meal. It's a quick and easy, we're going to have supper here in a minute, and we're not full of these sides kind of night. It's that kind of night. We're doing less and less sides.
Now, what about the broccoli?
Oh, well, Mama, it's a good thing. It's a good thing you were here and brought that up. Let's have that broccoli. It's a good thing you was here and brought that up.
That's all. I got a fork.
It's a little hot, but it ain't gonna worry. I'm gonna put what I think would be about 8 ounces, but we're gonna have enough broccoli for another dish. I thought right before you said that, I thought that it looks like it's missing something. Let's move our chicken out of the way. Let's put this here. This falls right into the part of I want to mix everything in that bowl. Look at that broccoli, folks. Look at that. You ain't gonna get prettier broccoli. That's picture perfect. They could put that on the outside of a bag. That come right out of that stack cooker. You just want this to be bite-sized pieces. You're not trying to pulverize it. You just want it to be a good size to put in your mouth when you're eating a casserole. Now that would fit in an 8-ounce cup. That's a coffee cup full of broccoli. You can put more if you want to. You can put the whole head if you want to. You can also, and I've done this one, I have done broccoli and cauliflower both in it, and it's delicious. You can add both, but you better cook that cauliflower a little bit. Let's stir this in. Now it looks more like it's ready to go downtown. While ago it looked like it was missing its bow tie or something. Now it looks like it's complete. That's what it should look like. Mom, you want a little more broccoli in there?
No, you know me, I don't.
I mean, you think it needs a little more or anything?
No, thank you.
You think I've done good. Now let's go over a recipe since you left the broccoli out. I mean, if you leave the broccoli out of chicken casserole, there's a chance you could leave anything out. A half a cup of celery. Y'all saw me put that in there, right? Yeah. 8 ounces of broccoli. Yeah, there it is. A half a cup of white onion. Yep. A cup of chicken broth. Yep. A can of cream of chicken. A can of cream of mushroom. A half a cup of mayo. All that you've seen. Salt and pepper and y'all's Southern secret to taste. Frank's hot sauce to taste. You saw that, didn't you? 2 cups of chicken white meat. You saw that one. Cheddar cheese. Bake for 20 minutes. Then top with a tube of Townhouse crackers and a half a stick of butter. And a little bit more cheddar cheese. Y'all ready to cook? Let's do it. So I'll let you just look down here what I'm up to. And I'm going to pour this right in. Mama did spray this. Now, there's nothing in here that would hurt you. I didn't put egg, didn't do any of that. So there's nothing in here that would hurt you if you wanted to eat it like this. If you want to taste it now, taste it now. You got a little bit of raw onion in that's going to cook, but other than that, it's perfectly fine.
Raw onion and celery won't hurt you.
No. Now, you don't put your topping on just yet. You want to? I'll take that, Mama. That's pretty heavy.
Oh, that ain't heavy.
No, that ain't heavy, she says. No, it ain't heavy. I'm going to keep my broccoli fork and eat out of it. We're not going to wash any more than we have to, are we?
How many minutes?
Well, this recipe says 20.
Okay.
On 4. Let's see, bake for 20 minutes. And I didn't write the temperature down, but I think we put it on 420.
420.
Because you're just letting it get hot and bubbly. That's what you're interested in, is hot and bubbly.
Got you going.
And I've made a mess. A mess, but that's all right. It's rolling down. Y'all seen that, didn't you? It was like, he's made a mess. All right. Now, all we're going to do is put our tube of crackers in our butter. I have got little broccoli sprigs everywhere, folks. Let me clean this up. I'm going to leave the hot sauce out because I may add a little bit to mine, as you may want to add a little bit to yours when it comes out. You may think, I'd like to have a little bit more hot sauce. If you're so inclined. You may be like Mama and say, no ma'am, no sir, we ain't doing no more hot sauce. I'm all cleaned up, ready for the eating part. Let's see what y'all are saying. Y'all may have been saying a lot of stuff while I was cooking. Hey friends, hey Michelle, how are you? Hello from Indianapolis. How are you? Sounds good. Now this is a half a stick of butter, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove my point with y'all. That's a half a stick of butter. It says to use a whole stick. I'm going to use a whole tube of these, but I'm only using a half a stick of butter. I have been cutting back to a half a stick on most every recipe we have. If I write you out a recipe, or when we get our cookbook going, and we are working on that, it takes a long time to get a cookbook together, in case you've ever wondered. We'll put in there the real recipes. And then I might add some substitutions that I do, or just let y'all watch us and say, he don't do that. Because I'll put in a whole stick of butter and a tube of crackers on our recipes. But just know you can do with breast. And I'm fixing to show you, because now look at that, I crushed all those and didn't even break the packaging. Normally I fill around and dust it somewhere. So once you get your butter melted, just pour your crackers right in there. Whole tube. You could cut back and do a half a tube, but I'm telling you, I love that's good. It's hard for me to decide to cut that part back. Now all you want to do is just fold it in. Fold from the bottom to the top, just like this. And you're going to start seeing those crackers go from dull to shiny as soon as you get started good. Can y'all see that? I bet you can't, but it's happening. Just trust me. When you see mostly shiny, you've coated your crackers. And that's all it needs. It's all it needs. And we've not found a big difference in any flavoring, have we, Mama?
No.
Mama, what have you done today?
I've not really done a lot today.
Now that's a signal right there, folks. You got to watch her.
No, I really haven't.
I bet you've done laundry or something.
No, I took some stuff to the basement.
She's been packing stuff to the basement. And it's something. Because Mama's real honest. And she'll tell you, I ain't done absolutely nothing. I ain't done enough to earn the salt that goes in my bread. Now that's when I know she ain't done nothing. She's probably just sat around and watched Perry Mason in Murder, She Wrote.
I did do that.
And that's fine too. But when she's not done much, usually she's done more than I could do in a day. Usually that means she's worked around here, she's cleaned something, she's moved or organized. Something I caught the other day and I said, Mama, when did you do that? It was to those books. Oh, I got out here and organized them. 3 bookshelves full of books she organized. That's a big deal. But probably that day she told me she hadn't done much. Folks, there it is. Those are perfectly ready to go on there. And hack the butter. And that's a plus. Unless you just love butter so much you can't change the shell. I can't wait to see the finished project. It's almost, why does it keep flipping out of my chicken pot pie? Ivy, yeah, it could be turned into a chicken pot pie, I guess. But it's the best chicken casserole I've ever done. Now, the reason it's called John's Chicken Casserole is because it really is mine. This didn't come out of a cookbook or off internet or anywhere. This just was some, well, it did come out of cookbooks and the internet, but
Here it is. You're a clean rag. I've got all that stuff out of your rag.
it did come off the cookbooks and stuff, but it was a bunch of recipes I pulled together and said, I don't like that, and I like this, and I want to add that, and I'm going to change this. So that's how it comes to be mine. Is I took a lot of ingredients and trial and error and sampling. Mama makes one that's a little different than this one. I like it real good. And then I make this one. So, and Mama likes mine. And I don't think Mama, if I can remember correctly, mine don't upset your stomach or nothing, does it?
No, not much. Sometimes I can just look at food and get upset.
Yeah, but a lot of foods we know she has trouble with every time. Some she don't never have trouble with. We got 2 rags going here, Mama.
Well, that is yours for just for the counter and wipe. This is mine.
That is mine. That and the other one's yours.
Yeah. Because I cleaned yours back out. You had celery and onions and everything on it.
Oh, nasty.
It didn't look good to me.
That's some good eats. Now, we're only going to wait about 20 minutes on this. If you want to come back and catch us at the end, or if you want, to replay it, but it's only got 14 more minutes. So we'll chat. Ivy can't wait to see the finished product. You're fixing to in about 14 minutes, hopefully, Ivy. They do salads and veggies. This is not a healthy channel. Oh no, this ain't a healthy channel. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Carol. We'll mess up salad if we can. Now the other night we did pretty good. But did you all realize a lot of folks will say, "Oh, I just had a salad," but then if you have different things on your salad, it really melts up. You put bacon and you put ham and you put cheese. Oh, I'm talking good stuff now. You put all the other stuff, you check it out. You probably could have had a cheeseburger or something. But it's good, and it's a step in the right direction. I don't know if someone's saying we should eat healthier or what, but
You want bowls or plates or these little blue bowls, all right?
yeah, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. Mama does have something she wants to show you. It's so precious. And the lady that sent it, it was so sweet. And Mama has just been sharing it with all of her Tupperware friends and telling them. And some of them remember it, some of them don't. Some of them have never seen them before. Kentucky Derby. Harrodsburg, Kentucky. I'll be watching for your Derby recipe. Oh, so did we do a Derby recipe last year, Mama?
I don't remember.
I'm painting a new picture today. You painted one, Paul? Well, congratulations. I love art. I used to paint a little bit and do some of that stuff. And then I thought I didn't have time. Sometimes we think we don't have time to do stuff, but maybe we do. Look a little different. I'm trying to read what's wrong with Campbell's soup. Madison replied to Dorothy. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I can tell you right now, ain't nothing wrong with canned soup. You can make homemade cream with everything. But we'd still be making on it. We wouldn't be in there baking for another 11 minutes. Hey, Connie. Hi from Corbin.
Oh, wow.
Well, Mickey Brown, we're neighbors.
Right.
We sure watching you and Mama. Well, Mickey, you might run into us at Corbin sometime down there to the Kroger, or maybe at the doctor's office or something. Say hi to us if you see us. You are talking about Kentucky, ain't you? Corbin, Kentucky. That's what I'm talking about. One stick of butter has 1,000 calories. So see, I've done a good thing. Cut that whole dish down by 500 calories. 1,000 calories. That's a lot, ain't it? Hello, John and Mama. Have you ever had chicken cobbler? It's in my family's favorite. Yes. And Amanda, we have chicken cobbler, and we use the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit. Or, well, I said Red Lobster. We use sometimes the store brand down here at the Save-A-Lot, but it's just like the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits, and you make that topping and pour over it. I saw it on the internet. Somebody was fixing it, and they had created it to the Barefoot Neighbor. He made the cobbler, and I think that was something that had gone viral for him. But it's good. It's good. It's really good. You liked it too, didn't you, Mama?
Yeah.
He called it a cobbler, I think, just for fun because it's based on the same thing, but it really is good. If Mama sits, she will rust. That's right. Kind of like that. Can I use it?
What?
Carolyn says if you sit down, you'd rust.
I'd rust.
She won't sit down, folks.
I'll have to use oil on the joints more.
Now, the only reason she sits as much as she does is because y'all are here watching. It's hard to get her to lie. She's like a butterfly.
I like to be compared to.
That's a Davis, Mama. You know them.
Yeah.
Them Davis is gonna say something like Carolyn Davis.
She was a Davis.
Carolyn Jewel Davis. She's probably a cousin.
Yeah, she might be my cousin.
Carolyn, you're right. She'd rest solid if she sits down. The only time she sits is when she gets under that electric throw. If I ever bought Mama, I bought her different things over the histories of her life, and I think that electric throw has been ranked right up there with the top.
Yeah. When my legs hurt, I use that throw. When I
Mama,
get cold, I use that throw.
when you sit down,
When I just sit down.
I use that throw. In June, July, January.
I used it today.
She loves the throw. I'm going to buy her another one and just have it over there ready in case that clonks out one day.
I might put one out in the sunroom when I sit out there.
Do you hear this? She's hinting and saying, I need 2 more. Put me one in the sunroom and then get me an extra. Is that what it is?
No, I was just gonna put the extra out there. Put one in here, one out there.
Really, Mama? You got 3 places you sit in the house.
Yeah, I do.
I probably should
Sunboard.
get 2 more. I probably should get 3 more so you have an extra when one of them clunks out. But really, if you got 3, they ain't all going to tear up at the same time.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, and I can get you one replaced. But they are neat. We're not sponsored. We just like the product. Okay, Mama, show them while we're sitting here. We get 7 minutes. Show them this beautiful.
You tell who it's from. I show them. I hold up the cards.
Okay.
There's 3 of them.
We got a card of cards. And they're beautiful. And this says,
There's 4 of them.
what else can I say? Look how pretty. What else can I say? I enjoy watching Coffee Time with John and Mama every day. I look forward to y'all's posts daily. I had these Tupperware cards from when I sold it many years ago. I thought you might like them. And boy, was you ever so right. I thought you might like them. God bless you both. Your love for the Lord is infectious. Oh, well, thank you. Your all's love for the Lord is what keeps us going too. Thank you big time. It says you, Cynthia, Cindy is what she goes by. And then I think this says something, believe or something. But anyhow, this is...
Label up, or can you read it better on it?
From Madison, Tennessee. Cynthia B. Belue, B-E-L-U-E. Cynthia, thank you so much.
And this is, there's 4 of these, and they actually say
They're blank on the inside, so you put whatever you
Tupperware
want.
at the bottom.
But it says the Tupperware Rose.
Ain't that beautiful?
Is that not just so pretty? And then to have that vintage look. Mama loves vintage. Mama loves Tupperware. But evidently this is something you would give out to your customers or to whomever. But it's just a pretty little, probably a thank you card. But you can put anything you want to in it. And they're so vintage.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in great condition. And there's 4 of them.
And the envelopes. They'll not be mailed out.
They won't be mailed out. But Mama's already talking about she might frame one and then put some, make a little display. She's got a display out there that she uses for all things Tupperware. So that would be a part of her display. Folks, we're down to 5 minutes. Can y'all hang on? Well, let me take that back. Well, I don't know. We're going to take it out. I'm going to put the topping on it and put a little bit of cheddar cheese, and we should put it back in there and let it melt.
Sit bake for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, take it out and put this on and put it back in there.
Okay.
So, but if it's real hot, we could get by with just putting the topping on and let it melt right here on the table.
Oh, we'll not do that.
Listen.
If it says put it back, we'll have to put
Mama,
it back.
Mama, you don't need a problem for every solution I have.
With my cards, I sure don't want nothing to get on them.
Yeah, that would be bad times, Mama.
I'd be crying later.
Yeah, you probably would, Mama. Did I have a cup right there? Nope, you've taken it. I see it over there. She said Mama walked off from the camera.
It ain't ready.
She flew away.
What cup was you wanting? That red one?
Yeah, if it's not got something, I'm gonna put me some tea in it. I've got coffee, but my brain is saying supper time, tea time. Supper time, it's tea time.
Just a sniff up. Well,
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to pull that up, but my finger wouldn't let me.
Oh, I thought you was afraid of it.
No.
I thought that ain't a can of biscuits, Mama.
No.
This is my to-go cup.
Somebody sent it to you, didn't they?
Yes.
One of them.
One of the viewers sent me this not long ago. And I use it every day. I really do. It holds my tea when I'm traveling. I've not used it for coffee yet because it's such a good teacup. And I've got another one somebody gave me. This little one. I should probably need a bigger one of these, don't I? And that's what so I'm packing the tea, the coffee, and the water everywhere I go.
That's the truth.
But this is delicious. I've got 2 coffees going sometime.
No, one of them's tea.
No, this is
you got the
coffee.
Oh.
It's a bad addiction. Always trying to.
Well, I've got on blue. My shirt's so old, it's faded. It ain't dark blue like yours.
I don't know. There might be somebody. Rebecca is talking to him about we use what ingredients we want. Rebecca and Daryl. I don't know. There must be a hater on here saying something.
Because we use butter. I don't use margarine.
No, we won't use margarine. I don't know. I'm gonna pass that by. I'll go back and look at it later.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know what that says either. I can't make sense out of some of these. It's like I've stumbled into the middle of a conversation.
Stumbled into the middle of a book and don't know what's coming.
Yeah, I'm like, what are they talking about? Did I say something?
Have you said something? I don't
No, I don't think so. Hello from Louisiana. Can't cook. Just had foot surgery this morning. Well, no, Jonetta, you can't be cooking. You got to be off that for a while. But good luck on that surgery. I hope everything went well. And the fact that you're on here is telling me you're feeling okay to set up at least. And hopefully tomorrow you'll feel better and just keep right on improvement. We'll be sending you prayers. Mama, that's smelling so good.
I know it is.
Finally caught you live.
Too.
Deanna, we're here about every night live. Somewhere between the hours of 5 and 7 and 8, just whatever we're into.
However you work so late sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, thank you, Terry. Says I'm a good cook. Hey, my friends, watching from South Carolina. Hey, Jan Owens. Pace, how are you? Hope everyone has a good day. Paul, that is so nice of you. Do you know sometimes just a smile and a good day goes a long way in somebody's life. Are you planting a garden this year? Love your videos, Cindy.
Yes.
We're doing raised beds. We're not doing any big plowing or anything. But Mama's got 3 smaller raised beds and 1 really big one. Daddy had a cow trough down there in the barn. One of those aluminums with the black plastic. You've probably seen them. And Mama spied it down there, and she had them guys bring it up here, and we drilled holes in it, and we filled it full of dirt, and she planted some stuff in it last year before last. She loved it. It was a good height. Weeds didn't get under it. It could be moved easily. Didn't have to worry about weed eating around it. And so she said, I really like that bin. If you find any more of them, she said, we'll get them. Don't tilt that out, Mama.
That mushroom soup is thin. It's made it thin.
It's made it thinner. I was afraid of that. I had never seen mushroom soup like that. So there it is, folks, bubbling and brown. And that's what you want, bubbling and brown. Now, that will firm up, but right now we're going to cover it with these crackers.
Get it closer for you.
With these crackers in butter.
Rubber pad.
Just going to cover it right here. This is still warm on the bottom, so these crackers will be good. This is the crackers and the butter that you've seen, a whole tube of crackers. We're just going to cover it good. Good and easy. See how that butter and all that is just so good? And you just pile them up and then take your spatula, your spoon, whatever you got, and just start scooping out from the middle. In just a second, you'll have the whole thing covered and you don't have any thick spots. I learned this little technique a long time ago and it served me well. See, all those are good and even now. You're covered.
Over here in this
And it
corner,
wasn't
get
too
a cracker.
hard.
That'll be the corner you give me without cracker.
I'm going to make sure of it, Mama. I'm going to say, right here's the crackerless corner. Say that 3 times fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then, The recipe didn't say this, but since I made the recipe up, I can change it. So I've started always putting a little cheddar cheese on top. Mama, this will melt if you don't want to put it back in there.
We'll put it back in there for a few minutes to help maybe dry that out.
Mama says, put it back and hush. You need to take it back over there. It's level full, Mama.
Well, it ain't no heavier.
No, it ain't heavier, but it's level full.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So it may be a little soupier. Since that cream of mushroom is a little soupier. I was saying something, I know what was it. Just about putting them crackers on there. Planting a garden. So I bought her 2 more. So I gave her 3 of those cattle troughs. And she loves them. The beans do well in them. Lettuce and onion does perfect in them. Herbs go crazy in them. There's plenty of room for them to stretch out and spread out. And there's mint coming up out there. I volunteer again this year. There's a little bit of rosemary sprigs coming up. So where I put herbs in the end of them last year, they've thrived.
Oh, I believe your rosemary's gone. Those squirrels. There's a little bit of mint left.
Are you trying to tell me you're trying to blame my rosemary on Abby?
I didn't say that. I said your rosemary's gone and some of the mint.
It might come back.
Because the squirrels, as you say, has got in that end.
I'm going to get some more rosemary.
I've got some more seeds to plant.
And more mint.
Then I planted and that thing didn't do good. I planted it too early.
Oh, and on the inside of the
Yeah.
house. But she's got those, and then about 3 or 4 years ago, we made her a 30-foot by 5-foot cross ties, and it's pretty deep. And she's got it plowed up now, or the guys plowed it up for her. And she's going to put beans down there and tomatoes.
I've done planted 2 rows of beans down there.
And tomatoes.
And I planted some squash and cucumbers.
And
then the rest of it will be tomatoes.
it's going to be tomatoes. It's technically you're planting in the ground because there's no bottom to these, so they can root and do everything just the same. It's just easier to take care of. It's raised up so she don't have to stand on top of her head, and it don't get weeds in it as bad. So it's helpful. Yeah, and then Mama.
Yeah.
So that's all she's planting this year, but it'll be plenty for us. Hope we have a bunker crop of tomatoes, and I'm gonna plant some more tomatoes around the house in an old flower bed we had. So we'll have those down there. We'll have some up here, and we'll have some tomatoes.
I was reading and it showed white salt will kill out weeds and stuff. I don't think it's salt. I believe it's Epsom salt.
Epsom salt.
In the heels, putting it in the hole.
I've seen that already for tomatoes. I want to try it.
It wouldn't tell you because it says click on to so and so to find out the rest, and I didn't click on to it.
Epsom salt in each hill helps, and they were saying take those bottom leaves off and plant them deep because that gives them more roots.
Now my brother, when they get up big, he would, instead of putting them straight in the ground, he would lay them down like this and turn them up.
And
they would root all along that stem that's 4 or 5 inches.
That gives them a stronger base too, don't it?
Yeah. That ain't been in there long, has
It's
it?
been in there long enough to melt some cheese. Oh, it's perfect, man.
Ooh, listen at you.
It's just bubbling and brown.
Yeah.
Looking so good. Mm-hmm. Look at that, Mama. Tell me that don't look perfect.
Yeah.
Y'all see that? That's what you're looking for. Bubbling, everything's melted.
Get a big spoon out there or one of them.
Well, I've got this up. What you tell me to do?
Middle one. I'll get a spoon to dip this with unless you've got one.
I'm gonna get one over here.
Cause that's the little thing you had for the crackers. It's too little.
Look at that, Mama.
Mm.
Yeah, that cracker spoon probably wasn't gonna get you a helping.
No.
Now, where's that corn with no crackers?
Oh, I hope it's turned around so I don't get it.
I think this is not it.
No. Just a little, cause it's so hot right now.
Hot, hot, hot.
There's some air in there.
It'll firm up more than this.
Oh yeah, cause you just took it out of the oven.
You should let it set a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But we're hungry kind of people. When it comes out, we want to dig in.
Yeah.
I about embarrassed the whole family. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. I was out of fork there, but I think I'm going to use my spoon.
I about embarrassed the whole family with that foolishness right there. Mama, let's bless it. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this meal. We thank you for providing it for us, dear Lord. We thank you for nourishing our bodies with it. Lord, most of all, we thank you for giving us the health and be able to sit here together and enjoy it. Lord, we pray for each and every person here tonight, and it's all the prayer requests, dear Lord. And we've seen several already. We just pray for each one of those, and we just pray that you'll be with us, watch over us as we, every step we take and every word we say, dear Lord. Watch over this nation, watch over our world. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I'm going to eat the cracker spoon. I ain't even going to dirty this one.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see here. It's hot now.
I know it's hot.
It's broccoli. It's cheese. It'll stick to you if you get it on your tongue and you ain't ready for it. Be
Cheese
careful.
is awful to do that.
Yeah. It's another perfect run, Mama.
Yeah, good.
Mmm. That is so good. Folks, I wouldn't lie to you because I wouldn't want you to waste your ingredients. But if you make this, you're going to love it. And your family's going to love it. It's a wonderful chicken casserole. Been making it for several years. And I don't ever remember it turning out anything but good.
The only thing is the celery stick got a little crunch to it, but now I like it that way.
That's what I was going to say. The only thing, nothing, that's the good thing.
But
is
some
it's,
people don't want it.
You might pre-cook your celery a little bit if you don't want that, but it's got a tender crunch. It's not hard, it's not anything, but you get that little texture, but it's wonderful in it.
I like it like that in dressing sometimes.
Yeah, and you can substitute the celery for cream of celery soup or just celery seeds. I like a little bite in my things that I'm eating, like a little bite of the onions or a little bite of celery or a little bite of even the broccoli, but of course we cooked it prior. But I'm okay with a little bit, I don't know what the correct culinary term is, but I think it's bite, like it had a little bite to it. Or,
Well, the broccoli ain't too done either. You know, it's still green in there.
yeah, it's green, it's not mushy,
I've seen it where it's plumb.
but it's completely soft.
It's not mushy. Though.
No, it's very good. All right, folks, there it is, the finished product. Get you some of that. It's delicious. Make you some at home. It's quick. If you're not having to talk and you're not having, it goes real quick. You can have it in the oven in, well, the chicken was done. If you got you some cooked chicken, the roast, what's them chickens y'all get? Roasted chickens.
Yeah.
Whatever you can get already pre-cooked that you have in your areas that we don't. If you use that, or if you cook your chicken the day before, if you have some leftover chicken. But even boiling some chicken tenders won't take too long. But with the cooked chicken already prepared, or you could probably use canned chicken. I've never had, but you could. You can have it in the oven and ready to go and cooked it within an hour. It's not hard.
And the smaller you cut your chicken before you cook it, the quicker it cooks too.
Yeah, and this is something that will taste delicious tomorrow, or as long as you have it. It eats well the next day. Well, there it is, folks. Mommy, got anything you want to add?
No, it's really good. Hitting the spot.
Hitting the spot. All right, Mama. Tell the folks good night. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night tonight.
Y'all have a blessed night. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. And who knows, we might even cook again. Bye.
Bye-bye.